Welcome, my name's Dr. Jason W. Morrison and I'm a theologist from New South Wales, Australia. Psychologists help people with themselves and other people, and theologists help people with themselves and God. Okay, Romans chapter 8. We've just come out of Romans chapter 6, and the way in which I've done it has been in this pattern. Romans chapter 7, Romans chapter 5, Romans chapter 6, and then Romans chapter 8. Now in Romans chapter 7, Paul's just gone through how dangerous law is and how it arouses our sinful nature to the point where it can deceive us, even to the point where our mind is deceived by our sinful nature. And how is this done? It is done when we think we need to do or not do something that either makes God happy or stops him from being sad. I want to say that again. I'm going to say it a bit differently. Anything we think we need to do to make God happy or stop him from being sad is going to cause us to sin. And when you realize that, when you realize that your Christianity is measured by how much freedom you can handle more than how much sin you fall into. See, when you look at it from how much freedom you can handle through the finished work of Christ, by just believing in what Jesus did at the cross, receiving his Spirit and all that, and then just getting on with your life, how much freedom can you handle before you harm yourself or somebody else? Because that's what freedom is. The fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22 through 23. Now listen to this. Not many people realize this. Remember, the contention in Galatians and Romans and many of the other letters of Paul, as he was a Pharisee, he knew how dangerous the law was and how much sin it caused in us, how it fed our sinful nature and caused us to fall into sin. Now, in Romans chapter 8, I'm going to have to start. My phone's just rang, I do apologize. There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. Now, see where it says there is therefore now no condemnation? Because that's what the law brought. The law brought condemnation because that's all it could produce. Because nobody could keep it. Because our sinful nature won't let us keep it. Do you know you have a sinful nature? Do you know what it's capable of doing? Do you know where it gets its strength from to be able to deceive you to the point where you don't even know it's operating? Maybe you need to read Romans 7, and until you've completely concluded what Romans 7 means accurately, you'll never fully realize how dangerous, yes, I'm going to say it, how dangerous Christianity is. Because rules and laws for righteousness produce one result: sin. So therefore, there is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. Now listen to this. This is key. For those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Now we're only in verse 1, and look at this. Who do not walk according to the flesh. Now what's walking according to the flesh? Honestly, what is walking according to the flesh? It's not the sin that you do. That's the fruit of walking in the flesh. Walking according to the flesh is this. Any mindset you have that makes you think you need to do or not do something to make God happy or stop him from being sad, besides what Jesus Christ did on the cross and was buried and raised 3 days later, the finished work of Christ, is walking according to the flesh. I'm going to say that again. In fact, let's make this a confession. Make this a confession. Therefore, there is therefore now no condemnation to me in Christ Jesus. I do not walk according to the flesh, which are laws and rules, but according to the Spirit, which is faith in the finished work of Christ and getting on with my life in freedom, not harming myself or anybody else. That's verse 1. I'll see you in the next talk. Yeah, Dr. Jason, Morrison Theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.